We all know that old saying, you're just a small fish in a big pond. Well, don't throw your flippers up and give up, just adapt. The game of Adapt is all about adapting your fish to be the best and to defeat all of your opponents. So you're going to start off with a basic guppy card. They're all the same, just the color is the difference here. But they're just a basic card. They don't have a lot of abilities on them. So what you're going to do is you're going to pick your guppy color and grab a player board and place your guppy body right there in the center of the board. Then you're going to grab a set of polyhedral dice. Some are going to come with the game. These are not the ones that come with the game. I'm using my own set here just to show you how the game is played. So you're just going to grab our standard set of the polyhedral dice. These are the same that you would play with an RPG campaign. Some board games use these, but these are pretty common in the board game hobby. So you will grab a set of these, and these are what you're going to use to battle the fish. So your 20-sided die is always your experience dice. You know how much experience you have to spend, because experience is the currency in this game. And everybody starts off with 1 experience. So everybody will set their 20-sided die to 1. And then we start by filling the gene stream. Now this will be between all the players. I'm just going to put it right alongside here, side of the player board, so that you can see. So what you're going to do is just start from the bottom. We're going to have 3 cards out. Now note some of the art for this game is not done yet, so there's still some placement filler there. But each of the cards tell you, where it's going to go on your body if you're able to purchase it, how much experience it costs, and what level it is. Because there are different levels for the things that you can purchase. Your guppy is a level 0. So if you look at the very top of that card here, right here in the corner, there's these little like wave symbols. And any of them are yellow, tell you what your level is. And of course, a guppy has none of those filled in, so he is a level 0 body. Then also looking at the rest of the card, I can actually explain everything else that is on here. We have your, so I'll do it backwards here. We have your health, which is the top number there with the heart. Then your survival. Then the other side here at the top, we have your lethality. Get that in camera. Your lethality. And then your ferocity. So that tells you all of the stats that you need to know. Your health is, if your health ever goes down to 0, you are unfortunately out of the game. Your survival is how well you can take an attack. Your lethality will add to damage when you're able to damage an opponent. And then lastly, your ferocity. That adds to your damage roll. So whatever you roll, you add your ferocity into it, and that is your total score. So the very first thing that everybody does is they're going to grab both of the D10 dice, which are the 10-sided dice. There is one that just has single digits and one that has double digits. These are considered percentile dice if you use them together. So you're going to roll them up to get a number between 1 and 100. So let's roll here. I got 50 and 3, so that will be a 53. Everybody else will do the same, and then you will see who gets the higher number. And they are able to pick first. So there is this handy little chart that is inside the rule book, which will look a lot nicer than just a piece of paper that I have. But let's just say I happen to roll the highest with my 53. I go ahead and look at that chart, and that tells me I gain the card in Gene Stream slot 2. So you go 1, 2, 3. So number 2, adapt if able, or add it to your personal gene pool. Then you cycle the gene pool. So there is this lionfish dorsal fin that would go right here. but you have to see if you can adapt it. To be able to adapt anything, you have to look at the level of your fish, and your fish is a level 0. Your fish can adapt a body that is 1 level higher. Your fish can adapt body parts that are up to 2 levels higher. So knowing that this guppy, and this is a body part, he can only adapt something that is up to 2 levels higher, you see what the level of the dorsal fin is. And if you can look in that top corner where those little yellow lines are, I'm not sure if I can get it close enough to the camera for you to see, but this is a level 1, 2, 3. So green guppy here would not be able to adapt this, but you can go ahead and put this into their personal pile. Now the personal pile is face up so that everybody can see what you have, and you can only have 3 cards in your personal pile, and there are some rules about what items you can have in there, so that way you're not stealing stuff from other players and whatnot, and just, you know, ruining the game for everybody. But that'll go into your personal pile, and you go ahead and you cycle the gene stream. To cycle the gene stream, everything that will move down, it'll clunk into a new space, and then we will throw down a new card. So everybody gets to do whatever their percentile indicates, and there are 5 different possibilities that you can get with those percentile dice. So then we actually start the beginning of the game here. So the very first thing is, because you have survived, you automatically get 3 experience points. So yay for living. So you'll go from a 1 to a 4. Then you have some options of what you can do. You can take one action that is in the list of actions. You can adapt. So you can, if you have a body part in your personal gene pool, you can try to adapt that if you're able to. You can buy something from the gene stream with the funds that you have available. Remember, the cost of it is up in this corner with the little the arrows. So the electroreception is 6, a new heart is 10, and this barracuda body is 9. You can attack another player. The guppies don't really have an attack, so they can't be going against each other. But if you do have a body that is capable of attacking another player, that is an option. You can use a special action if you have a body part that does have something special that you can do. Or if you can't do anything, you can go ahead and you can wipe the gene stream, and you're going to gain 3 experience points. So let's see what I can do here right now. I have 4 experience to spend. I can't buy anything that's right there. I can't adapt my dorsal fin. I have no attack, so unfortunately there isn't really much that I can do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take the action to wipe the gene pool. So when you wipe the gene pool, you go ahead and you take all of those cards and you place those into the discard pile. Then you go ahead and you put out 3 new cards. So we have a Wahoo tail, which is a level 2. We have a Piranha body, which is level 1. We have an Orca body, which is, let me look on here, that is a level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Orca body. So you can't go from Guppy to Orca. That's just crazy. So the next player would take their turn. They do whatever. And let's just say everything stayed the same. Let's see what I can do now. First thing, because I'm still alive, I'm still surviving, I go ahead and you gain that 3 more experience. So we go up to a 7. So let's see what I can do here on my turn. Well, I have a couple of options. There is a body that I can purchase, because this body, if you can see here on the card here, it is a level 1 body. So I could purchase this Piranha body, which would then give me the ability to attack. And this body has an attack of a D4. So you'd roll this D4 to see what you can do to your opponents. But there's also this Wahoo tail that I can purchase, and that costs 4, and it is a level 2, and remember, you can get anything that's up to 2 levels higher than you. With my guppy being a 0, I can get this Wahoo tail. So I have a choice. Which one would I rather have? Right now, being the guppy, I'm kind of defenseless. So I want to be able to go on the attack against my opponents. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to spend the 3 to go ahead and purchase that brand new body. So now instead of a green guppy, I now have a piranha body, and you'll go ahead and put that right on top of that card there. And know that I'm going to put out that D4 there because that is my new attack die. So I'm going to roll that whenever I decide to attack somebody. That will be the end of my turn. You go ahead and cycle the gene stream down there. And nothing fell off there. But what we have here, we have echolocation, which is a level 5. It costs 10 and gives you some really cool abilities. Okay, so I went ahead and I just laid out some cards here just to show you what your fish could look like towards the end of the game. So I have a swordfish body with a great white shark fin. I have bioelectricity. My swordfish has a brain. It's also a flying swordfish, and it has the mouth of a great white shark. This is a pretty terrifying fish. I would never want to see anything like this. But anyways, so looking at my swordfish, the attack is a D10. So what you do is you go ahead and you roll that D10. So I got a 3. Then you look for your ferocity score and you add that up. Well, see, we have a 4, 5, 6. So 6 is my ferocity score. That adds to my 3, so I have a total of 9. Then you look at your opponent's fish and you compare their survival total to your attack total. If your attack total is greater than their survival total, you're going to do the difference in damage plus whatever your lethality is. So whatever the difference is, plus my lethality, which is a 1, 2, 3. So it's going to be 3 damage plus whatever the difference between the 9 was versus their survival. If, however, I did not succeed and my total attack was less, well, you're always moving forward in this game, so there's no bad thing that happens to you. What's going to happen is that you're going to gain experience equal to what you failed by up to 5. So even if you fail, you're at least going to get a maximum of 5 points. If you happen to be equal to your opponent with your total attack, you're going to do 1 damage plus whatever your lethality is, and then you gain 2 experience points. That's just a quick overview of A.D.A.P.T. This game is going live on Kickstarter very soon. I'll have a link down below when it is available for you to go ahead and check out and back. I really did enjoy this game. The artwork that was complete is really nice. I like the strategy of it, trying to figure out when you want to purchase certain body parts and when you want to try to attack somebody and when it's a good opportunity to. I like that the game, you're always moving forward. So you're always able to know that you're never going to have backwards progress in anything. So that's one good thing. So if you fail at something, there's still a benefit to failing. Every turn you're going to get those 3 experience points, which is pretty cool. So you're able to build it up and purchase something bigger and better and make this kind of a wacky looking fish. The game is actually going to come with 3 sets of polyhedral dice. This is actually one of the halvesy dice that are going to come with the game. I don't know how well you can see it here, but these are some really nice dice. John was able to send me one as an example, and I think this is one of my favorite die that I currently own right now, and I only have one from this whole set. I don't even have the entire polyhedral set, but this is definitely a really, really nice die. But please look for the Kickstarter. Link will be down below. And as always, thank you for watching. Please do not forget to like, share, subscribe, and help support Cloak and Meeple. Thanks.